Let's start with the need for love in the world. Human beings are social creatures. We are born in a society, we live in one. We wish to network with others. It gives us a sense of something bigger than ourselves. It provides us an opportunity to care and be cared for, to receive support and mentoring. In fact, it even improves people's health. People who are socially connected feel healthier. So for all of these reasons, relationships are an important aspect of the human experience for our happiness, fulfillment and well-being. You ask any psychiatry counselor, psychological counselor, spiritual counselor, they will all tell you that 50% of the problems that are brought to them are misery due to relationships. Now, why do relationships go sour? We create expectations from the other person. When the other person is not behaving the way we expect, we feel offended, we feel hurt, we feel justified in being disappointed. So these expectations result in frustrations. Why do they happen? One 3-year-old girl was walking with her mother down the corridor in a mall. If you look at her, you'll say, what a beautiful little angel she is. But while the mother is checking out, she sees a chocolate. The girl points to the chocolate and says, "Mommy, I want this." If the mother gives it, the child's behavior will remain positive and loving. In case the mother refuses to give the child the chocolate, everything turns around. She is kicking her feet on the ground, screaming, yelling, tugging at her mother's dress and making mommy feel, why did I have a child in the first place? What was the reason for the child getting upset? She had a desire, mommy did not fulfill it, and she's upset. Now physically we grow up, but emotionally we remain immature. And the expectations from others, they take on different forms. Now, these expectations, what is at the root of it? Selfishness. I should get happiness from you. So one doesn't love the other for their sake. We love the others for our own sake. Now some relationships you are born into, your parents, your siblings. Some you choose, your friends, etc. Some are thrust on you, like the classmates and the colleagues in the office, or even an arranged marriage. Whatever be the case, you now have to negotiate the relationship. And we are expecting that the other should have same likes and dislikes as myself. This becomes the cause for frustration because everybody is human. One person likes one thing, the other likes the other. How can you expect them all to like the same thing? This couple, they came to me for counseling and they were contemplating a divorce. I asked them, how did things go sour? When we got to the bottom of it, what had happened was that the husband was a neat and tidy person. And when the toothpaste was pressed, he expected it should be pressed from the back. So it looks nice and empties from the back. The wife had her own priorities in her mind, and the neatness of the tube was not important to her. So in her carelessness, she would press it from the front, and that would annoy her husband. Why does she not like neatness the way I like neatness? Another expectation is to expect others to be perfect. Now, who in this world is perfect? God alone. And as for everybody else, to err is human. When we make mistakes, we rationalize them. Next time I'll do better. I did not know so much. We are good lawyers for ourselves. And when others make mistakes, we judge them. They should have known better. Why did they not do like this? So when you are expecting perfection from them, naturally there's going to be disappointment. The other is expecting that the other should know my mind. For example, it was the wife's birthday. And the husband, when he returned from office, he brought a gift with him for her and wished her well. But the wife got upset. And the reason was, the wife had expected that he will take me out for dinner. Now, if the husband had been doing Ashtanga Yoga Sadhana, he would have got the siddhi of reading her mind. But he was unfamiliar with it, and he was not aware of what she wanted. If she had merely communicated, he would have had no problem. But she was expecting that he should know my mind and fulfill it. Others expect reciprocation. When this person was down, I counseled him. He was on the verge of depression. And when I needed the support, he was not there to counsel me. How bad, how bad. Well, no relationship is a business contract. And give and take will never be equal. So if the take is not equal to the give, there is no reason to be upset. But people do get upset. And to top it all, they say, I'm getting upset not for my sake, but for your sake. They say that I am punishing you for your sake, not for my sake. People don't realize their selfishness. Factually, we are all selfish. One person came to Swamiji and said, I am leaving this non-profit organization. Why? Because I did so much for them selflessly and they did not respect me. So, you did selflessly, then why was the need for respect out there? The fact is, nobody in this world is selfless. It is not in your hands. It is your intrinsic nature. You are the soul and you are a part of God. He is the ocean of bliss and you seek bliss. Until you get the bliss of God, you will keep striving. For what? For your own bliss. For the bliss of the other? No, for your own bliss. So wherever we will love, it will always be selfishly. That is why Yajnavalkya Rishi told his wife Maitreyi, no husband loves the wife for the wife's sake. He loves the wife for his own sake. No wife loves the husband for the husband's sake. She loves the husband for her own sake. No son loves the father for the father's sake. He loves the father for his own sake. Wherever we are loving, it is for our sake. So that selfishness is at the bottom of our frustrations. Now, the point is, how do we make amends out here? How do we realize that relationships are delicate matters? How to handle them and make them more harmonious? Well, a few things will help us. The first is, try and understand the other. The simple formula is, try and understand the other before needing the other to understand you. What is going on in the other's mind? If you came to know, you'd say that person is not as bad as I am thinking he or she is. One doctor, he was called by the hospital for an emergency surgery. A child had an appendix burst and the father was getting frantic. When the doctor rushed in, the father burst upon him. Why did you delay so much? Did you not realize how delicate the matter is? The doctor said, pray to God and permit me to do my work. The doctor went into the OT. He operated upon the child. It took many hours and the father was waiting outside. Subsequently, when the doctor came out, he said the surgery is successful. Understand from the nurse what is to be done and I am leaving. The father asked the nurse, why is this doctor so rude and insensitive? The nurse started shedding tears. She said, his son died last night. He was cremating his son when we sent him an emergency message, not knowing whether he would respond. He has rushed straight from the funeral to help you. The father's whole perspective changed. Oh my God, what a kind man he is. So often we judge others without understanding the full thing. And then who are we to judge in any case? Ratnakar was such a papatma. Ram Naam could not come out of his mouth. But that Ratnakar transformed into Valmiki. So whom can you judge as bad in this world? That is why the Bible appropriately says, judge not, lest you be judged. Never judge anyone. And then the second thing is that try and treat your relationship with others as a bank balance. When you have a bank account, you make deposits and you get withdrawals. Now, if you don't deposit and keep withdrawing, your account will go into overdraw mode and you can't withdraw anymore. In a relationship, deposits are the positive interactions you do with the other. When you wish the other with a smile on your face, that is a deposit. When you do a favor to the other, that is a deposit. When you sacrifice your wish for the sake of the other, that is a deposit. All of these are increasing your balance in the relationship account with the other person. And then there are withdrawals. You scolded the other, you interacted rudely with the other, or you forced the other to do something against their wishes. This is like the withdrawal. Sometimes withdrawals are necessary. A boss has to do withdrawals. He has to force his subordinate to do unpleasant things. But if the boss has not made enough deposits, the relationship will get strained. Parents have to straighten out their child. They have to do withdrawals. But alongside with it, they must keep on making deposits. And if they ignore the deposits, then the child will start rebelling and they'll say that, he doesn't even care for us. So simple common sense says, in every relationship that matters to you, you must maintain the bank account. Now that is what we forget. A husband and wife were newly married, and they were taking the after-dinner walk, when all of a sudden the husband put his arm around his wife and pulled her on the other side of the road. And she said, "What happened, dear husband?" He said, "There was a puddle in front." But then 5 years of married life went by. Now he's taking her for granted. So when they were walking one night and he saw the puddle there again, and he just informed her, "There's a puddle of water, watch out." The behavior has changed. 20 years of married life went by. They were again walking and there was a puddle in front. And seeing that, he got annoyed and said, "Andhi hai? Are you blind? Can you not see there's a puddle? Your clothes will get dirty." The point is, he is now ignoring the principle of making deposits. Well, psychological research has shown that any marriage, if the deposits to withdrawal ratio is less than 2.8:1, it goes on the rocks. And for a healthy marriage, it should be 5:1. 5 deposits before 1 withdrawal. And in the corporate relationship, they say the sandwich formula. Give 2 compliments and then give the negative criticism, and end it up again with 2 compliments. So these are some practical things to which everybody will respond. Remember, you can mend relationships by simple emotional intelligence. But ultimately, all these relationships are temporary, and they should not be taken too seriously. Because one day, they will all be separated. When death comes, one will go this way, the other will go that way. Shankaracharya, he says, "Look, O soul, how many husbands, wives, sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers did you make in endless lifetimes? Infinite? Your relatives of the last life, where are they now? Do you know? Who was your father in your last life? Do you know?" No, Swamiji, the chapter is closed. Likewise, the relatives of this life will also disperse, never to meet again. This is like the traveling in a train in India. Let us say you are traveling from Delhi to Kolkata. Now people come and fit into the S1 3-tier, and they start chit-chatting. "Where are you going?" "I am going to Prayagraj." "Where are you going?" "I am going to Patna." "If ever you come to Prayagraj, come to my house." Now they are good friends. So they start boasting. One says, In Allahabad, I've got 4 bungalows. The other says, in Patna, I've got 5 factories. They know that you will never meet this guy again. The seasoned railway traveler knows it's a one-time thing. So say anything and get away with it. The biggest gapadis you will meet in the train. One guy said to me, I got a silver medal in the Olympics in 1954. When no Indian got the silver medal in the Olympics, but he got it because he was in the train. So when Prayagraj comes, this guy is tying up his luggage. The other says, sir, such wonderful time was going on. Why are you getting off? Continue with me till Patna. He says, if you are enjoying my company, you get down with me at Prayagraj. No, I've got work in Patna, then you go. And I'm getting down here. And this ticket Indian Railways has given me, it says Prayagraj. If I go any further, the TT will come and arrest me. Likewise, in this world, everybody has come with their ticket. You have got 85 years in 2 months. You have got 55 years in 3 months. You have got 25 years in 4 months. Now when the ticket is over, that guy is going. The parents say, come, we will embrace you. What is the use? You tie him up with the rope, he will go. Abhimanyu left. And his wife Uttara became widow at the age of 16. And the marriage was decided by Ved Vyas, the writer of 18 Puranas. So Arjun is crying, Maharaj, bring my son back. Sri Krishna says his ticket was still there. I will bring him back, but he will not be alive in this body. So a soul came and said something. Arjun ran, my child. Abhimanyu said, whom are you calling child? Child was the body, it is there on the battleground. I am not your child. In past lives, you have been my child. This whole chakkar is going on and on and on. It is God's grace, He makes us forget it. If you remembered your past life, how much tension would get created? So these are all temporary relationships that are created and then broken. Now, do your duty to them, but don't attach your mind to them. The mind should be attached only to God. Mam ekam sharanam raja, Sri Krishna says, Arjun, in your heart, I alone should reside. Now we people make our heart a dharmashala. In the heart is the husband, the wife, the son, the daughter, brother, sister, mother, father. And in America, the dog is also there. So God says, you cannot attain me like this. You do your duty towards everybody, I have got no problems. Doing your duty is karma yoga. A nurse is also doing her duty in the hospital, but she is not disturbed, she is dealing with life and death. A teacher is also doing her duty. There is no problem in doing duty. Who is saying stop doing duty? In fact, Arjun wanted to give up his duty. And the whole Gita is, Arjun, carry on doing your duty. But internally give up the attachment. That will happen when you decide, God is my true, eternal relative